Kiwi researchers are pushing for universal mental health screening for pregnant women and new mothers. The University of Auckland findings show early screening could combat serious problems for mothers and babies later on. The study's author says at least 15% of New Zealand women are affected by mental distress during pregnancy and up to a year after giving birth. That number rises to 1 in 3 for Maori, Asian and Pacific women. For more on this, let's bring in Leora Noi, a registered nurse who runs breastfeeding and parental support clinics in Wellington. She's also with Perinatal Anxiety and Depression Aotearoa. Kia ora, Leora. Thanks very much for joining us tonight. What is your big takeaway from this study? Because there is quite a bit to digest here.
The big takeaway is that we do need to screen as early as possible. We do know that having anxiety or depression antenatally is a huge risk factor for having postnatal issues, postnatal distress. So yes, we very much back the study that we need to intervene and screen as early as possible.
So this can actually show up when a woman is pregnant, not necessarily after they've given birth.
Oh, definitely. We have lots of anxiety and depression, prenatal distress among pregnant women, definitely.
Okay, can you tell us, just walk us through briefly how that perinatal distress can show up for people?
So it's being pregnant would induce anxiety in any person because it is a whole new situation and a whole new concept you have to kind of grasp with. But we do get worried when a mom or a birthing parent has issues with connecting to their baby in the womb, in utero. So kind of issues with bond and attachment. We do get worried when parents start asking a lot of questions all the time. So kind of questioning everything, seeking support and reassurance for every little thing. When they stop sleeping, when they stop eating. So there's some when they're very sad, weepy, crying a lot, when they lose any kind of enjoyment and things that they used to enjoy before. All those would be red flags that something is not quite right.
Okay, the study found that current screening isn't adequate. So what are the shortcomings there?
The current screening that we use, there's two issues. One is that we're not using enough the one that we have. So we do have a screening tool that's validated internationally. That's a gold standard, that's the Edinburgh Postnatal Depression Scale. But we do feel that it's not really appropriate for many of our ethnic populations in New Zealand, especially for Maori, but also other groups. We also have an issue that even the one what we have is not actually used enough. So we are supposed to be screening every woman antenatally at least 2 or 3 times during pregnancy, and we're not doing that.
Okay, just quickly, what would your message be to pregnant women or women who've just given birth who think they might be experiencing this?
To seek support as soon as possible, to find a group of other women like them, so to normalize things, that actually what they're going through is normal in some ways, the challenges in the beginning. But if they feel it's beyond normal, to seek support, especially support as soon as possible. Talk to your GP, talk to your midwife, talk to anybody who's going to listen and refer you on to somebody who can actually support you.
Great advice. Thanks very much for your time tonight.
Thank you.